Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing FTB FAM. And, last time, I forget what we did. We built this house, that's what we did. This time, I learned about the skills. It's default to K. I clicked buy skill point thinking a dialog box would come up. But what happened is, it took 3 of our levels. It took us from 30 to 27. It gave us a point to play with and unlocked these options. So we've got extra durability, we got more saturation, we got a lower level requirement for powerful enchantments, we got extra loots, better potions, and better mining. And I wonder which way we should go. Maybe let's see what we get. Evasion and projectile damage. If we go this way, what do we get here? We get extra armor. And a lot of stuff having to do with apotheosis gems. A little bit of extra armor. And attack damage. I wonder if that's going to apply to Tetra tools. Hard to say, isn't it? We'll have to. There's only one way to find out. This is the way we're going. Alright. Now I assume when we get back to level 30, because we don't have the option to buy again. Okay, those are all of the things we've learned. Maybe when we get back to level 30, or if we get back to level 30, we'll get to buy another one. Now we need some blackstone. So we're going to be taking ourselves a quick little trip into the Nether here. And hopefully not die immediately. Let's see. Oh, we got some kind of a lagging on, yeah. That's fixed in newer versions of Minecraft. You don't have to go through that. Oh, we're right in a Crimson Forest, aren't we? Gross warp soul sand. We just need a little bit of black stone. So we're just gonna dig down to Y13 like we're mining for netherrack, and hopefully... Sorry about all that racket. I don't know if the microphone picked that up. It's like there's an airplane driving down the street. Now looking around a little bit, it looks like we're right on top of a bastion, basically. And this is probably some juiced up version of a nether fortress. Probably. Anything else immediately obvious? No. That's good stuff to have right here, though. Here we go. We just need a little bit. Like, we'll dig out more than we need here. We'll take it back home with us. There's a crystal over here from Deep Resonance. Produces power, I guess? I don't really know how that mod works. We'll have to figure it out. Okay, we got our blackstone. That means we should be able to upgrade. I'm a little worried about that integrity. Let's see. No, seems fine. Let's see here. Yeah, seems fine. Now with the tier 4 hammer, we can finally repair our sword. Wonderful. And now that we have at least a little bit of an opportunity to defend ourselves if necessary, for more than like 2 hits, we're gonna come right back out here. We need to find some glowstone. Oh, this warp desert is absolutely terrible. Let's see. we're pretty far down. That doesn't look like a... Well, maybe that patch right there. Or this patch over there. We'll see what we can manage. Holy crow! No way do we have enough arrows to deal with that man's. Oh, now they're gassed. Alright, we're going somewhere else. Oh, he jumped down. Now he really jumped down. This guy we gotta deal with. Limited arrows. He will absolutely shoot us off the top of this thing. Ah. Oh, the ghasts have like 1,000,000 health. That's nice. I've hit this guy twice. Alright, yeah. 3 shots. 3 shots it takes. Okay. Up here at last. Okay. Next thing we're gonna need are some flowers. Or we're gonna need 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 is enough. We might need 12. Let's find out. We're gonna go to the Twilight, folks. I want to try to raid a small treasure hill. Yeah, there we go. Hey! Alright. Now, the Twilight Forest, although the final boss is not yet in it, the Twilight Forest has actually changed quite a bit in recent years. Okay, so we're right up on a fire swamp, aren't we? Yeah, great. Let's go ahead and mark the portal. 2 things we're looking for, folks. That's a hydra layer right there. We're looking for a raven, and we're looking for some glowberries. I'm assuming the Twilight guys are souped up in a similar way to Overworld guys. Ow. Yeah. It's got like 46 health. One change I wish they'd make to the Twilight Forest is... I wish these guys would, just drop their feathers, like, randomly. They don't. It's bad luck to kill ravens. Ravens are friends, but there we have it. Now if we can find ourselves a little cave, we should be able to find some glowberries in short order. There we go. Just hop down here. Wonderful. Now what we can do is we can make a magic map focus. Then we can make a magic map. And let's get a look. Okay. Those little white blobs. Not the one that represents, well, anyway. How do I describe this? We're gonna head south by southwest to that little white thing. That's a lich tower. We'll have to defeat a Naga to access it. There's a whole progression with the Twilight if you've never been to it, or haven't been to it since 1.6. You'll find barriers like this. Some you just can't pass. This one you can walk into, but you can't really do anything. You can't, like, break blocks. Some of them are deadly. You get the idea. There it is. Okay, why? What's the big idea? Like I said, Twilight's changed, and in a recent pack I played that included the Twilight, one of the things that had changed were these small treasure hills. It was extremely lucrative up at the top. It was just like solid ore. Now, I don't know if that was that pack or if it's a change. And I don't know if we're going to get modded ores out of this or not. But we're going to come take a look. Now, it's a little darker down there. But you may be able to see there ain't spit. Like, I kind of expect to see these big veins, like, descending from the ceiling. And there are modded ores down there, but spit ain't worth a shine. Alright, I came over to the medium one right by our portal, and friends, it is not a fluke. These are just horrifying death chambers. Yeah, win some, lose some. Looks like we're heading for the mines. Now, I'm here to tell you, I don't really know how this Deep Resonance mod works, but it does say it produces 23 RF a tick, which is, you know, not great, but also not nothing. What I think I would like to try to do is see if we can power a pulverizer directly with this thing. I'm gonna get some materials together. Now, couple of things you'll see in these recipes. You'll see us make a lot of gears like this. They're the automaticness and gears. So they look a little different than the thermal gears, but they'll work in everything, which is great. I got a little tin cooking up upstairs. Alright, we're gonna make ourselves this machine frame with a tin gear. Hello. You also have 46 health. I wonder why 46 exactly everywhere we go. Alright, any kind of glass. And some iron in that gear will get us our frame. And this will get us our pulverizer. Now, questions. Let's pop this right on here and see if we could get it to accept energy. Nah. Okay, yeah, you need a whole multi-block to mess with this stuff. That's fine. We'll mess with it later. What we are gonna do, though, is make ourselves a Stirling generator. Now, our Stirling dynamo, I should have said, turns burnables into power. RF, FE, who knows? So slap that thing on. Oh, that was the opposite. Okay. Okay, well, there's something we can use to flip this around, but we are a little bit low on, you know, everything. But we throw a little bit of coal in here, it'll start giving this thing some power, which is good news. We're going to do auto input and auto output. Now, I don't think it'll pull directly from a chest, regardless of what that thing says about it being automatic. Using this, we'll have a chance of getting a little extra material that we can then smell. Okay, yeah, so we don't need any pipes. It will just automatically do it. I didn't think that worked. So here's our gold. We got a little bit of copper as an extra. There's also, I think, a 25% chance of us getting 2 gold. Didn't happen that time. But this is actually going to be a great help to us. Now, powering directly is, you know, fine. But we're going to want to eventually store some power. That's all going to start with 4 of these. So you see, you can use vines, you can use dandelions. There's other ways to get this stuff. We got plenty of vines around. And then we just smelt it up, and we'll get like cured rubber, dried rubber, you know, something. Let's see. Cured rubber. Now, if we're going to store some power, among other things, we're gonna need enough electrum to make a gear with. So we could take these dusts and just combine them together to get 4 electrum dust and then smelt it up. See that? Geode. That's how you tell, I guess. So you just cannot eat pumpkin pie normally. Can't do it in this. You gotta place it. Using that little clue, I picked up 5 of these. Look at all that fanciness. Sometimes these emeralds and diamonds are special. Doesn't look like it this time. Okay, we got a boss spider here that just managed to hit me through a block. So that's scary. Let's see if we can deal with it. Oh, this might be fancy. This might be what I thought we found. That one time we didn't find something I thought we found. Let's see. We're gonna want to block this. And let's open her up right there. Yeah. So you see those chests in there. Sometimes these bosses come from like single-use spawners. And there's usually some good loot. And sometimes there's even like mad ores around. Ow. Dude. Yeah, that's it. Step into my pile, phony. Alright. Something. Oh, are we out of torches? We're out of torches, folks. There's always something down here. Alright, we got another coin. And a fancy gem. That's cool. Whatever. The chests, though. Okay, Manasteel. We got a couple of schematics. Okay, so we could do sturdy guard. That's nice. These are for Tetra. We put these up by our table. I think I have all those seeds. Alright, this is probably the good chest. Yeah, okay. Key guards. What's a key guard? Another scroll. Dreadnought staff. An iron coin. Alright. Worth the trip. Lining around down here. We got up to... okay, yeah, we can buy another skill point. I see. Oh, okay. We start over here. We're locked in over here. We can't pick any of these others as a thing. So I don't use shield a lot. Let's see. 8.5 attack damage. I don't think this is gonna do anything. Let's see. Yeah, 8.5 attack damage. We'll have to mess around with that, see how it works. I don't know how well you can see that. But I guess we get dragons down here, too. I'm assuming it's as unfriendly as the other one we saw. Although it does seem to enjoy those creepers. Well, I hope they have a good day. Now we're pretty much ready to make one of the RF, FE, whatever storage blocks from thermal. But I'm here to tell you, folks, like, we need lead. It's supposed to spawn between 40 and negative 60, but I have not... like, I found 3. And since then, we've been singing for it. So, rather than just dig around the overworld, we're going to go to the mining dimension. Now, as a diamond pick and 8 obsidian. And we right click, or we shift right click, or we jump on it. Hello? Mining dimension. Well, I can't say it does nothing. It does produce some lag. Oh, there we go. Alright. It's probably this crappy computer. And speaking of which, I have good news. After some ado, the manufacturer agreed that they had in fact received it from me. And it will be, maybe another 2 weeks before they send it back. We'll be moving this to the new machine and hopefully picking back up on all the mods. What is it, 9? And of course, Road of the Warrior. Now, different versions of the mining dimension, I think, depending on, the configuration settings or however it's done, do different things. Sometimes, it's just like regular underground. There's caves and dungeons and jerks. This one clearly is lit underground, regardless of whatever we happen to do. What a little tin. Not complaining about that. So I'm suspecting it's not going to have any mobs that we need to worry about either. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go down to probably exactly 0 so that we're seeing deep slate and stone, or wherever we see deep slate and stone basically coming together. I think basically it's 0, might be a little higher. Because although we do have just enough resources in here, you will notice that there are only 13 entries in just enough resources, and it's basically just telling us about the vanilla ores. So I don't know if there's a compatibility issue with Enigmaticus, Enigmaticus, the mod that does the ore compatibility and that changes the textures, or what. But we shall see what we shall see. So far, we ain't seen much ore. We are down at 5? I'm not seeing deep slate. This one might not have deep slate. Either that or it changes exactly at 0. Yeah. Changes exactly at 0. Okay. I don't know where the best spot is for lead, but we're just going to try here. Aha! Brilliant. Who says I only have terrible ideas? Oh, there's some more. Any more? Alright, good enough. Alright, we got our lead smelting up. That's not a crafting table. We're gonna make ourselves 1 electrum gear. Very fancy. Grab our lead. And we can make ourselves a redstone flux cell frame. That's part 1. Then we'll need that rubber. A little bit of iron. Oh, it's just, what are you doing? A little bit of iron. We got that rubber. We're going to need, I think, some redstone and a gold. So let's see, yeah. These redstone flux coils you'll see are pretty common in the thermal recipes. We got our block of redstone. And hey, we got our redstone flux coil. Now that's great. We will need a way to move energy around. And friends, I'm here to tell you, thermodynamics is back. And I'm super excited. I couldn't be more excited. I always loved the ducts. But that'll give us 4 flux ducts, and we got a lead left over. Which, 1 lead, I guess, is better than no lead. Better than no lead. Now, the other thing we're going to need, I believe, is some tin. Have I smelted any up yet? I have not. We're going to take just 8 of them and cook them up. Now, while we're at it, I want to make ourselves what's effectively the wrench from thermal. I forget what it's called. Crescent hammer? Yeah, crescent hammer. It's a wrench. And you shift right click your thermal blocks. And you're styling. So the other thing we're going to need is not a flux limiter. We're going to want, I believe, a servo. Now it's just some iron. We're going to need a little bit more of this glass. And some of the tin ingots, or tin nuggets, I think, of which I previously spoke. That's still not a crafting table. I'm never going to get that right. Turbo servo, huh? Oh, we need more lead. Not going to do that. Oh. Servos. Incredible. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to pop some of this stuff right out here because we're going to want access to some water for what I want to do to make our main base. Now, thermal blocks, you'll see this configuration on all of them. Blue is input, red or orange is output, right? Right. So we're going to take our Sterling Dynamo, we're going to take our crescent hammer, turn it around until the part that pushes power out is facing the input. We're going to take our pulverizer. And we're going to take our precious, precious flux duct. I'm going to pop a servo on. Oh, I guess maybe these don't need servos? Interesting. Interesting. Well, let's pop some fuel in there and see what happens. Come along, Aloysius. Servos may be just for the fluid ducts. I don't know. So we pop this in here. Okay, it's definitely charging up the flux cell. And the pulverizer has power. We're going to break it and it should have, no, it still has power. This is a terrible testing regimen, folks. We're going to make another block. Alright, we're going to craft ourselves up a redstone furnace. Couple copper gears. That's not enough nuggets. Probably still isn't enough because we're going to need a tin gear too. Let's make some more nuggets. Alright, so we need a tin gear, iron and glass for the machine frame. We're going to need another gold for the coil. And there's our redstone furnace. You will be shocked, I tell you, when I inform you that what this block does is smelt. It's a furnace. Okay, I didn't think that was working. I didn't think it was. Let me sleep through the night. We'll do some investigation. Oh, snap! There's a dragon! Crying out loud. You are not interested in me. Fly away. Oi. Crying out loud. Aloysius, you stay inside. I'm gonna keep an eye out, see what that thing does. It's kind of like circling around. I hope she doesn't hate my house. Alright, we're gonna set this up by the back of the house. It's too dangerous, folks. It's too dangerous. Alright, let's put all this stuff back down. Now what I want to know. And let's get this thing going again. Little, who's it? There we go. Now, do we place these things now? We don't place them. Do we craft with them? We don't craft with them. Let's put it down. Doesn't shift right click. Okay, it looks like when we pick this thing up, the auto input and output stop. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's just got to have the automatic enabled. Brilliant. Flux ducts, folks. Oh, it's been so many years. We're going to put our pulverizer right here. Now, what we could do is we could set the pulverizer to automatically eject into the redstone furnace here. And we will do that with some stuff. But we are going to want to pulverize for its own sake, too. So I think what we're going to do... This just keeps getting weirder out here, folks. Like, there's this dragon flying around. And do you see that sheep? It's changing through all the colors. It's all making me very nervous. But anyway, let's we'll pick this up, move it over one. It's making me really nervous, folks. We're gonna enable all the things. We'll put like a chest right in here. For our actual house, which I want to start thinking about, we're gonna need a ton of sand and gravel, and I could go dig it up like a sucker, or we could use this thing. But first, this may be a really stupid idea. These dragons are tough, and I can't help but feel like it's related to the sheep in some way. It's literally a Jeb sheep. Alright. I don't know why it's like that. So just like we had it downstairs, we're going to set up a couple of chests. We're going to put one... It's going to land on my house? Sorry, I can't help but be distracted by the giant flying lizard, okay? We're going to throw some oak logs in here and cook them up. Now we're going to throw a bunch of cobble into the pulverizer. What this is going to do for us is it's going to grind it up, or pulverize it, into gravel and occasionally flint. Now we can do the same thing with cobbled deep slate. And occasionally get a little bit of flint. Sorry about my fat finger there. And occasionally get a little bit of sand. Now once we have our gravel, we can also put that into the pulverizer and chop it up into some sand. And this is where we're going to get the majority of the materials to build the top portion of our base, the portion of it that's going to be above the ground. Now we're also going to need a lot of white dye. We're going to need a bunch of terracotta. And that is all stuff that we're going to start working on in the next episode. So thanks so much for watching. There it is again. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.